for it. I'm waiting for it to pop up on YouTube. Okay, here we go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, come in anytime. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, there we are. Whoa, whoa, look at this intro. Wow, isn't that great? Whoa, look at all the special effects. Hold on, I got soundboard.
That budget.
Saint, I noticed you didn't count with me at all, but that's okay. You know, it's been a while since you've been on the show. I heard Vente.
Bro, I was just like, if I counted with you, it would just be delayed. So it'd be like 30, 30, 29, 29, 28, 28, 27.
Oh, that'd be so cool, though. You would add the echo effect because I'm poor, man.
Oh, yeah, great. You know, next time you want me on your soundboard, you gotta let me know, man, so I could just really make the effect just come to life, you know?
Sure, you're right. You are the technical expert. So, everybody, hello. My name is NikoTheLegend. This is episode 125 of the Niko Show, which I don't usually announce the numbers of whatever episode we're on, but since today is a special day because we have the lovely lady Saintwolvinn back on the Niko Show because it's been, I don't know, forever. So, welcome, Saint. How are you?
That's all good. Kidding. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Wow. I even gave you fanfare.
Yeah, man, just for nothing. I just really ruined that moment for you. No, I just opened the stream and then you spoke on the stream and then I'm like, oh no. So good, all good. Excited to talk about what we're gonna talk about today. And Saintwolvinn, nice to meet you all.
Yeah. What are we going to talk about today? since you're on a ball already.
Yeah, I'm just ruining everything today. 2023 releases, Niko. That's what we're gonna talk about. What we're looking forward to.
Yes, she's right. For once in her life, she's right. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey!
Tough crowd.
I'll get a divorce in no time. The woman's always right, as they say. So, you're correct, though, on that. This episode is a bit more, even more on the fun side. You thought the episodes were fun before. Well, this is going to be even more fun because we're just going to be, I guess, splurging all over the biggest gaming releases that are coming out in 2023. So that's going to be pretty fun. I decided to bring Saint on here because it's been a long time. So, like I said, Saint, thank you. And then before we really dive into it, Saint, what's the one place people can find you the most? Let's get the shameless plugs out of the way.
Saintwolvinn with a double N. And yeah, I talk about a lot of bullshit on my channel in terms of gaming and stuff like that. So I think a couple people would find it entertaining. If not, that's also cool. Fucking share the dislike, man. Just smash that. Yeah, if you don't like it, yeah, just say I suck and it'll be fine. You know, we can hold hands.
Take it from me. Oh, I haven't even held hands with you yet. It's bullshit.
Yeah, dude, it's an exclusive. It's an exclusive.
It's
a subscriber deal.
Subscribe to our top tier OnlyFans page, just to hold hands.
I ain't got that kind of money. I wish.
Does it cost money to run an OnlyFans page?
Yeah, gotta get in shape. That's money. You think I have that? No.
Well, luckily I'm a personal trainer, so you know. I give you a discount.
We could split the proceeds. Half.
They can hold.
You get trainer money, and I get the showing my ass on camera money.
Well, your hand ass, because you're just doing hand holds for money.
Just this.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the entire video on OnlyFans.
Well, we'll leave that up to the audience's interpretation of what hand holding truly means. For me, I just think it's normal hand holding, but you never know these days. Oh, people are a little crazy and loco. Okay. So, I remember the big surprise. Okay, the Niko Show hasn't been streamed live in a long time because I fell out of a funk for a while because, I don't know, I just didn't really care to. The channel was still hitting a slow climb, trying to go up there with whatever subscribers and all that. And knowing me, I shouldn't let that get to me. But you kind of just lay back and you just do it pre-recorded. So with Saint on here, I thought it was special enough because of her, and to do it live because people back in the day when we used to do Mass Effect stuff, Saint, people really liked it. So if we get anybody today during the stream, great. So maybe they'll be like, oh my God, Saint's here. Wow. Who's this Niko guy? Fuck this guy. It's perfect.
This guy. Yeah. Why am I following him? Let's just all go to Saint's channel.
Yeah. It was, and I do miss those days of us talking about Mass Effect, which, we always still can. The thing is, I don't know if it's been like that with your channel, but Mass Effect on my channel has gotten me really nowhere since the game came out again. So I kind of just dropped that off the radar.
That's fair. On my end, I feel like it really depends on the kind of video I made. Because the other day I made a tier list for the romances, and it did pretty well, decently. So
sweet.
I don't know. I'm trying to slip it in with stupid fucking stupid trends or whatever, and I feel like the combination helps. But otherwise, yeah, like normal, just talking about it, yeah.
You talk about slipping it in. That's real nice. Hey, speaking of, well, look, you already got prepared for this episode. You did already a top 5 romances thing, so you're kind of already in that mindset for what this does, for this topic we're going to be doing. So, for those of you who don't know, for this, Saint and I, with the 2023, game releases of this year, I told her, just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves, is to just make a top 5 list. And then we don't know which games we pick for top 5. We might surprise one another. If anybody's watching from Saint's channel or finds this or watching on my channel, you might be surprised by our picks as well. And if you have any picks that you're excited to play this year for 2023, well, let us know in the comments. Let us know anytime, anywhere, especially Saint's OnlyFans page. But it might cost you.
Yeah, I don't do this shit for free. What do you think? What kind of business, what kind of operation do you think I run here? I need to make money. I need to pay bills.
Are you watching TV right now? What are you doing?
This is my lighting thing, and it doesn't work. So I'm trying to just. I can't get it to work.
You need to have me. You need to have me in the room with you because I have that white complexion that perfectly reflects light.
Just
yeah. I can look. I'm so white. I can bend it. I can bend light.
The whiteness. You can bend light or whiteness.
I can all around. I give you the full moon. I give you the full moon. Okay.
Well, full moon, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan.
Well,
I don't know about that one.
Many people at first aren't, and then they just they don't become fans. They're just it's just Nick being Nick, whatever, and they just pretend I'm not there.
They just
story of my life.
Ass hanging out, and people are like, oh yeah, he's just there.
Wow, he does. Yeah, he does work out.
He does work out. Look at those glutes.
Yes, thanks. Perfect. Look at those hands. Okay, so not to digress, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing is talking about our top 5 from the list we have. So I'm ready when you are, Saint. One more thing. It's pretty cold where I'm at. Is it cold where you're at?
Probably colder where I'm at than where you're at.
Yeah, it's 58 where I'm at, so I guess.
Dude, shut up! Get out of here with that bullshit.
Oh boy.
it was 38 degrees yesterday. Let me see.
I guess I set myself up. Oh.
It's 49 right now.
I guess I set myself up for that, didn't I?
Yeah, you live in Florida, my guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Whoa, spoilers. They didn't pay for the first tier to know that information. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
Okay, anyway, so so with the 2023 games coming out, it's the start of the year, brand new year, New Year's is over with, everyone's doing their resolutions and stuff, and what more exciting way to celebrate the new year is by looking forward to your favorite games or maybe favorite games coming out, or just huge hype ones in 2023. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. So I hope everybody's ready, listening, or wherever you are. Sorry, I had to do the moment of silence for the fanfare to kick in. So if you want to find Niko, just if you're listening, viewing, it's YouTube and Spotify. All right, so Saint, here we go. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first? You're going to say me.
Do me, why not?
Okay, so it doesn't have to go in any order. It doesn't matter if there's like, oh, this is my number 1 or number 5. Oh, I can't. It doesn't matter. We're just going in whatever order you want. Just to make it easier.
Cool. All right. Let me see. I'm actually gonna also take a picture of our stream. Just put it somewhere. Because I just realized that I didn't actually do anything for this.
I hope you frame it and put it in your bathtub where I'm at.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that. Cool.
There's not much to say.
I don't even know the password to this fucking account, and I keep forgetting it. I don't know. All right, I'll figure that out later. So what do I like? All right, so first game I'm excited about, and it's a controversial one, so we're gonna start. Bang!
Oh boy.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, let's go!
I'm gonna buy it, bitch. I'm sorry
I ain't no bitch, because guess what?
You gonna do it too?
I'm gonna do it too. I'm a bitch. Okay, maybe I am a bitch.
I'm sorry. Like, look, hey, I'm gay. If J.K. Rowling was anti-gay,
I'm not.
The developers were a sweetheart. Fucking, I don't give a shit about J.K. Rowling. She's still gonna be a millionaire. It doesn't matter. Like, she still has a fucking whole, like, theme park in Universal Studios. She still makes a shit ton of money. Like, I'm gonna support the studio. Fuck that. Trying to support me? What do you mean?
So, here's the thing. I actually watched a podcast that talked all about the whole controversial aspects behind Hogwarts Legacy. And you know what? You're right. Okay, hear me out on this. I can go with, J.K. Rowling. I don't really know her too much, but from what I gathered, listen, even if we make $1 million, even if we don't make $1 million, we all say stupid stuff once in a while. And maybe she did say some stupid stuff. Maybe she didn't. Or, people say things you like, people say you don't like all the time. But does that mean to discredit her work? Does that mean to nullify everything that she's done for you? If you're a big Potter fan, why would something that this artist, this author has said really bother you that much? It's not like you read the books before you even knew J.K. Rowling, even like whoever she fucking was. Because those books came out before even Twitter or anything, really. So why are you going to, especially when this game's making this company, this Hogwarts Legacy game, and then, Saint, you can chime in anytime if you have whatever opinions. Why are you going to try to start this whole hate campaign? These are not even, here's the thing, Saint, these are not even like Potter fans. These are just people who are just wanting to get an outrage, these select crazy motherfuckers on Twitter who have nothing else better to do. They're just trying to throw this whole thing in the dumpster. But it's not going to do anything because guess what? This game's top seller on Steam. It's top seller on PlayStation. It's top seller on Amazon. So what are they doing? It's just fuel for the fire. People wanting to buy it more. You're just what is it called? Whatever. You're just adding. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, because that's perfect.
The controversy just really makes my allergies act up.
So you talked about the company, right? I'm glad you picked this game because I wasn't going to get this game either until I heard more details behind the scenes of that podcast I mentioned of why they were getting it. And these were like big time Potter fans, but I didn't even know it was about Harry Potter until I just clicked the podcast. So it just so happens to talk about it. Anyway, this company is staying. They're holding their ground, as in they're making in the game. They're diehard Harry Potter fans. They get help from J.K. Rowling, not just J.K. Rowling. They get help from like people that know the fucking lore, experts, Harry Potter lore masters, and they want to do this right. They want to make the Harry Potter game that they would want to play, this huge, expansive wizarding world of whatever the fuck. And if you're a Potter fan, if you're a casual, you can respect the craft like that. They're not going to bend over backwards for a select group, whatever group you want to talk, like the stupid,
Also,
crazy, retarded Twitter mob. Go ahead.
also,
Yep.
just to add to this whole thing, like, dude, like, just the whole. I feel like we've come to this point, like, just my generation specifically, because I know most of it is my generation, and then just some millennials trying to just cater to them. It's like, dude, like, if you want people to support us, then you have to support people. You can't be acting like this very clearly dedicated group of like developers, because like when you hear them talk about the game, they're clearly fucking fans,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm?
You hear them speak up with such passion, and then you realize that, hey, they went to the Trevor Project, which is a whole foundation that's meant to support people from that community, from the LGBT community,
Yep.
right? And then you see that they're adding transgender stuff to the game and stuff like that. So it's like, dude, they're clearly trying. Like,
Yeah.
saying, oh, just don't use the IP. Like, yes, millions of dollars worth of investments just go bloop, just bloop, because oh, you're mad about it. Like, dude, I eat Chick-fil-A. I fucking eat at Chick-fil-A from time to time, just because,
Yeah.
like, I want Chick-fil-A. And, like, I know
Yeah.
that me buying stuff, yeah, sure, the other person's getting richer, but a lot of other people are getting jobs because of it. So, like, I don't give a fuck. So it's like, why are we prioritizing the views of this person that, I mean, sure, whatever, she has her fucking views, and you can fucking ignore her and not buy
Yeah.
the rest of her shit.
Yeah.
But
if you want.
why are you actively trying to boycott or trying to just diminish the work of hundreds of people who have done everything they could to support you?
Everybody.
Like, everybody, bro. Like,
Yeah,
everybody is
exactly.
trying to support
Which-
you, and you're trying to fuck them over because one millionaire who's not going to stop being a millionaire because you don't buy the game. Like,
Yeah.
you're still gonna watch the fucking movies. You're still gonna read
Yep.
the books. You're still gonna do everything else that still gives her
Yeah.
gives her money. But now you want to boycott the game. Like, it's so fucking dumb.
It is because
It's so dumb.
because
Like,
because
leave
a
it
person because a person what was the main thing? Was it the Hermione thing where
I think what?
they shoot, was there like a play that happened? Fuck, I should have done my homework more. Oh well. There was a thing about Hermione, I guess, for a play, and I know people got upset about it. I think it could have been like supposedly conservatives, whatever. They got mad that Hermione was black in a play, but it's just like, I could be just throwing shit for no reason out here, but it's a play, and who cares as long as the character can play the character. Even though in the book it specifically says Hermione is white, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a fucking play. Who gives a shit?
It says Rowling came under fire in 2015 after she gave her approval for a black actress to play the character of Hermione Granger in the London play Harry Potter
See?
and the Cursed Child.
Like, who cares? I don't
And she gave
understand.
her approval for it. Like,
Yeah, she doesn't care. Look,
It's-
anyway. So she does that, and maybe people really enjoyed it, and yeah, okay, it upset a few people, conservatives or whoever, but it's fucking play. Like, it's like you have the movies and you have the books. You don't have to start like this whole hate campaign. You mean to tell me that you're not going to support J.K. Rowling and all her work? Let's say separate the artist from the art, right? You mean to tell me you're just going to throw everything that this person did under the bus or throw it in the dumpster? This person who created one of the most iconic franchises in book media, especially movies, but especially books. There hasn't been really a person since J.K. Rowling that has shaped the world as much as she did. Everybody knows what fucking Harry Potter is. It's on the same level as Pokemon and Mario, for Christ's sake.
it's up there. It's fucking historical.
So-
Like, what she's done, yeah.
The fact that these fucking crazy motherfuckers, these little ants, trying to climb this wall that is high, you can't even, as far as the naked eye can see. You mean to tell me that this company, this author, they're gonna fucking bend over backwards because Twitter rejects got upset about it, and then they post this whole fucking picture on Steam, posting these bullshit tags. It's like, capitalist, slavery, or something like that, or villain protagonist. I don't even know. It's ridiculous. It's like, what are you guys doing? This isn't gonna do anything.
Like, me personally, like, I, like, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate and be like, okay, what if what she said was like against gay people, right? And hey, it affects me. I'm gay, right? So let me play devil's advocate and see like, okay, I'd probably not fuck with her bullshit anymore. Like I'd probably not fuck with her shit. I would be like, all right, I'm not gonna watch your shit. I'm not gonna do that shit because I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
However, like if it's projects that have to do with other things and something that I might be interested in, like a game, right, where a lot more people are involved, I'm like, sure, she is the author and she's the creator of the world. Yes, they had to pay her some money for the IP. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also true that those other people are making that, like, that IP is something a lot more welcoming to people. So, like, I can't, like, yeah, to an extent, what you say, like, separating the art from the artist. But it's also true that if you don't want to support this person because of X, Y, or Z, then don't see it that way. Like, this person is still gonna, like, again, like, J.K. Rowling is worth how much money? Like, she has how many theme parks? Fucking, imagine the amount of money she just make from Disney alone, bro. From having that Universal theme park there. Or how much money she makes from all the reruns, from all the books, from the new new movies that are coming out based on her now world. Like, she makes a shit ton of money. Like, there are so many other ways I cannot support her while supporting other people. And, like, this is, like, what? Like, this is dumb. Because, like, a video game is just, like, a huge investment that rarely has to do with her. Like, if she made another book, fuck her, I'm not gonna read her book. But if she...
Yeah.
But if she, like, she's not directly involved in the game at all. Like, you can hate her and despise her, but she has nothing to do with the game other than putting the stamp of, like, Harry Potter on it. Like, there's nothing else that she was involved in. Nothing. So it makes no sense. Like, it's literally the love project of a bunch of fans of the art, not of her or what she says, but of her art. So, like, I don't see why we're doing all that, honestly. I think we just want to cancel everything, and it's all, like, fucking anyone says anything, and it's a whole bullshit thing, and no one can think objectively and be like, hey, yeah, these things maybe weren't that okay. I think we're exaggerating here. If you say anything that goes against a wave of fucking cancel culture, whatever, you're a dick. You're a piece of shit. We're gonna cancel you too. It's stupid.
Here's the thing, though.
Fuck people.
Yeah, well, I'm with you. See, I'm with you to an extent because, listen, people say dumb shit all the time, and everybody can agree on that. And people say, okay, maybe wise things. For me personally, unless this person is legit going out there and trying to cause harm to people, a serial killer or serial whatever, right? I'm not gonna just automatically jump on the stupid reject Twitter mob, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go just completely hate somebody because of their philosophy on the way they think on things. Now, granted, when people have that much money and they're that famous, people will nitpick no matter what you say. It could be the dumbest shit you've ever said, but it came from your heart. It doesn't matter. People will already, like, lose their fucking mind because they don't want to understand. They want to find ways to make themselves feel relevant. They want to bring down this other person and discredit all the work they did because they had a temper tantrum. And then they go even further by going to these, let's go back to talking about the Harry Potter game. They want to go that far and try to prevent people from buying that. For what? What's the end game here? Because it's not working. It's not working. So why are you wasting your time because you don't agree with somebody's philosophy?
Question for you though, because that's the thing. So, like, let's say if this person, right, this super famous person, right, said she hates white people.
Yeah.
That white people, or like, and not like a one-off thing that she said something stupid against white people, or it's multiple times, right? Mm-hmm. Then I feel like there's a difference between philosophy and disrespect to certain groups. That I think that, like, she may have some points in the things that she's saying. She potentially does, because I feel like everything has a good and a bad side, right? Yeah. But I do feel like, to an extent, I may understand why people will avoid buying shit from her. Because, like, if you're, like, hey, I'm not white, but if you're white, right, and then you say that, some person comes up and says, oh, white people are fucking trash, oh, they all suck, and just says it multiple times, You'd be like, well, fuck you then.
Well, yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not buying your shit. Fuck you.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
But would you go out of your way and try to start this whole Twitter mob thing and waste your time?
Nah. I just stop buying their shit. I'd be like,
Right.
look,
So
I don't agree with this.
you speak
but
with your
that's
money.
it.
You speak with your wallet. Now I'm gonna go with an extreme example here, for somebody who did. No, that's exactly what I was going for. Actually,
Was it really?
yeah, it was Hitler. So, just an extreme comparison. Look,
Yeah.
piece of shit. Nazis are a piece of shit. But hey, guess what? Just because we didn't like the guy, we still read. There's plenty of people out there that still read his books, that still studied what he was all about and stuff, and whatever. I don't know, say giving credit, but they still were curious enough. Like, okay, what do they do? What are they all about? What's this book that this person wrote and all that? People still read it, even though you despise the person. You know, it's kind of like that whole fascination with like people liking serial killers. You want to know all about serial killers. You may despise them, but you're looking into the work. You want to get behind the mind of it. You know, just so
Yeah.
so let's get off the extreme
Okay.
example. I hope that was somewhat relevant to something. Whatever, if not, bleh.
White man supports him.
Yeah, white man supports Hitler. Look, I'm not even.
Bro.
I don't even have blonde. Yeah, all of a sudden I put in blue contacts and I dye my hair blonde the next day. So, oh, look at this weird patch I have on my arm. That's weird. So, you go back to J.K. Rowling, right? Yeah, you can not like the person, but you can like what they created, because when you're gonna read J.K. Rowling stuff, if you're gonna read Lord of the Rings or any Star Wars stuff or whatever, that's what they did. That's what they gave you. This is the legacy they made, and you enjoyed it. And you're not gonna pretend you're not gonna enjoy it, or else you're a piece of crap, because that's just fucking douchey thing to do.
You're just bullshitting yourself.
So like seriously, I'm with you there. You know, if you don't like this person, yeah, you pay with your wallet in the end. That's the whole point, is that you could still like somebody's things, but not like the person. So going through the hoops and everything is of trying to take someone down like that, and their work on top of that, that's not cool. The person, that's its own thing. The work, you need to fucking stop, because there's no way you can even call yourself a Potter fan if you can't call yourself a Potter fan if you haven't even read the fucking books yourself. And I'm a casual. I've barely read Harry Potter. I've only seen the movies, and I want to buy this game. Okay? So, what the fuck are you guys doing? Nothing.
It's like Pablo Escobar. Like, people are like, oh, he was such a bad, drug lord and whatever. Yeah, but then you're just watching all seasons of Narcos, all seasons of like El Patron or whatever. Like,
yes.
Yeah, you hate him, but then you're gonna watch all of his shit. You're gonna go to the universe and be like, oh my god, I want to go on the Hogwarts ride.
Yes.
Like,
It's just hypocrisy.
Who are you bullshitting?
It's
like,
hypocrisy.
Who are you bullshitting? You know you're gonna do all that shit when you go to Universal. You're not gonna get excited. You're gonna buy a wand, or you're gonna see the dragon spitting fire. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, pretty, and then you're gonna forget all about trans people. So like, fuck out of here with the whole like pretentious shit. It annoys me. It annoys me. I understand the frustration, but it annoys me how hypocritical people are.
What? But last thing, because then we'll go on to the next game. Why can't people just? They always try to read right between the lines. Why can't they just take it with a grain of salt? I'm like, J.K. Rowling's just saying stupid shit again. Because it's like when you read, because I just read the tweet, and I'm just like, people really.
There's like a whole there's a whole thing she wrote though, like about it. Like,
I know, I read it. I read it. But
was it really, how was it? Was it like, was it kind of like iffy?
It's just okay. I'll just read the tweet. Okay, people who menstruate. I'm sure there used to be a word for those people. Someone help me out. Woman, wimpan, woman. Opinion. Opinion creating a more equal post-COVID-19 world for people who menstruate. Okay. I don't know how you could read in between the lines of that. You just be like, what the fuck did she just say? And then you just move on.
That's rough.
Like, it's stupid. It's stupid, right?
Yeah. Also, like, in a sense, like, women who are born women, like, yeah, most of us menstruate. Like, that's kind of just, it happens,
Yeah. Well, like I said,
if you're born a guy, you don't menstruate.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes I I read some of her shit and I was like, to an extent, I maybe get what she wants to go, like what she's
because you
going
have a
for, but
because
I
you have a
feel like
brain,
she's not. I
right?
get what she's going for, but I feel like the way she's probably saying it is not the best. Because
No,
like, I feel like that's because I think I know what she's going for, as in sex. When you're born a specific way, there are certain standards and certain like certain things that are marked to you because you were born as male or female. And I
yeah.
think she's taking that in a really weird direction, and that's where the issues start happening. But like, I don't know, man. People are fucking crazy. People are crazy. Fuck all of you. I'm kidding. If you're watching, no, not you, but the rest of you.
So, with all that said, I'm just excited for this game. Okay, if you just took all that bullshit away, right? And you just look at the game itself. This game looks pretty fucking hype anyway because it looks like the best Harry Potter. Listen, I'm as casual as can be with Harry Potter Saint. This would be the first Harry Potter game I ever played or even really truly cared about Harry Potter or whatever, Hogwarts Legacy, just to be on the, details there. Because it looks great, making your own character, picking what school you want to be in. Who knows? This game might turn me into a huge fucking Harry Potter shill. Stan, who fucking knows? But it looks fun.
Maybe. It does. It does look really fun. Like I was really excited. Like I was like, I kind of didn't care about it, but then I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's watch some gameplay. And I got into it, and I decided to buy it literally for the same reasons you did.
Yeah.
Once I started hearing about all this weird bullshit going around the game, like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna support the studio. So I'm gonna buy the game because I think I looked at the gameplay. It looks cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it.
And if you're a fan of any big RPGs that you played growing up and stuff, this is gonna be the game that might give you that same itch that you've been looking for. So. I've always been a Star Wars, Star Trek guy. Harry Potter's always been on the back burner. That might change. I'm only 33. Who knows? I might buy all the books all of a sudden. In the end, I hope it's a good time, and I hope it does well. And who knows how day one goes for a game like that. It might have some bugs and all that. But I'm going to get on my PS5, and it's going to be raw!
It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna... I will pre-purchase. I will buy that soon, and I will be very happy with it.
And I'm going to make, you know what, Saint? I'm going to make a slutty-ass wizard. I'm going to make her look like a damn tramp. Because I can! She's going to be the sluttiest wizard of them all.
Mind you, these are children.
Yeah, I'll find a way. I'll just put some slut powder on. It's all good.
You just make a disclaimer, like my character's above 18. She's just dumb. She's just dumb. She's just a little behind, but she's
a little behind.
18.
She's year 20. She's a little behind. Anyway,
She's a little behind.
So yeah, that's Harry Potter. You know what? I'm glad we got fired up for this because that means we're having a good time, and I'm glad we could talk about this. So that's all right. So that pretty much eliminates one of my games that I'm excited about, and Saints at the same time. So for some reason, I wasn't thinking you were gonna get it, but as soon as you, I don't know, as soon as you started to say it, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna say Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Good times. All right, so I shall go. So that gets rid of one of our things. Look how much time that took up. See, this is great. Harry Potter probably will be Hogwarts Legacy will be the most controversial game on this list, no doubt. Okay, my next one is going to be Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I know, Saint, you talked a little bit about how you don't have a Switch and stuff, so you can put Zelda on there. So, Saint, how much do you know about Zelda? Are you a big Zelda fan at all?
Not at all. Like, I know basic shit about Zelda. Like, I know that the most annoying thing about Zelda is that they call Link Zelda.
Yeah.
And that and like Breath of the Wild, I know that was really good. I've heard really good stuff about it, and I've seen some of it, so I think it's good. And I know that this is kind of like a continuation of that, Breath of the Wild, and apparently it's like super like, oh, people are like really excited.
Oh yeah. Okay. So to give you the rundown, the top 3 Zelda games for me will always be Ocarina of Time. Don't worry if these are names that are not familiar. Ocarina of Time.
Twilight. Been under a rock for the 20 years?
I don't know. You could have been under the BioWare rock for a while.
The Bio Rock.
Bio Rock. Okay, so Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild. And when I saw Breath of the Wild announced and everything, I was they were talking about how this was gonna harken back to the olden days of the first Zelda, where you just spawn and then you just go wherever you want. And
Yeah.
98% of that vision was promised, was delivered. Breath of the Wild is a game top three in the top three. One of my favorite open world games, Zelda games, and just to me the game is near perfect. People will say what they want about thing durability with items or the game feels empty. I'm like, listen, you're playing an open world game. Not every little spot of grass is gonna have a fucking person you're gonna deal with. You're exploring the world. That's what it takes. There's gonna be emptiness, some vastness, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's called scale. Scaling people and draw distance. So anyway, when I played Breath of the Wild back on the Wii U, I was addicted. I was so much fun because Saint, this game brought me back to the days of when I was a wee lad playing Ocarina of Time on the N64 back in '98. Back when I had no idea what I was getting myself into with this 3D Zelda game, and that was like one of my first open world games, and I was just blown away. This game made me feel like that again. I'm not kidding. Every single time I went, still to this day, and I spent over 300 hours in this game, I can go back into that fucking game and I'll find something new to explore. Or I'll go to the same fucking spot I've been to 300 times and still have a different experience because it's that fun of a game. Anyway, so now you understand why I want to get the second one, because it's a sequel, a direct sequel. Tears of the Kingdom. It's been in development for a while. It's been since 2017 since we got a brand new Zelda game. And this game looks to be just ramping it up to 11 again. Instead of, whoa, look, we're not just on the ground now. We're in the heavens now. And you get to go between both worlds. So it looks fucking sweet. I'm excited to get it. That's a day one purchase for me because I love Breath of the Wild. It's gonna be worth the wait. And I know Nintendo doesn't fuck around with Zelda games or Mario games. They always deliver. They don't fuck around.
I feel like there's something that I've wanted to get a Switch, but I also am like, we're at the PS5 now.
Ooh, yeah.
And like, to me, it's like, and I don't own a PS5, and I don't plan on owning one. Nothing against PlayStation. I just already have a PC, so it's like dumb for me.
Yeah.
But in the sense that it's like, dude, like, I believe the Switch in and of itself is like, it is a shame because there are so many games that I think would benefit from the Switch being better or being upgraded. Like, for example, this new release of Zelda. Like, imagine how insane it would be if they had upgraded their hardware like the rest of people. Instead of being like, oh, we have a new screen. No one gives a fuck. No one cares about the new screen. Like, it's more expensive, but like the hardware's the same. Like,
it is the same.
No, I'd rather get a used one and save myself the money and then just wait until Nintendo says, yeah, maybe it's like, oh, it's been like fucking 20 years. Yeah, it's probably time to do an upgraded version of the Switch. So I feel like I'd probably get into Nintendo when they finally upgrade their shit at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I listen, when I saw the Switch LA, whatever, OLED, fucking stupid name, I thought the same thing, because I've had the Switch since 2018, and it's funny, I played Breath of the Wild twice. I played the shit out of it on the Wii U, and I played the shit out of it again on the Switch. That's how much I like the game. Anyway, yeah, the Switch, it is old hardware. You can see it in the latest Pokemon game, which I love, by the way. I have over 200 hours in that game, but goddamn, they really could have done either kept the game in development for another 3 months to get some technical shit out of the way. But all in all, it would have been a lot greater if they did have it on the next Nintendo console. Same thing with Zelda. Supposedly, Tears of the Kingdom is the last big Nintendo game releasing for the Switch. So good chance is the next Nintendo console will probably be announced by the end of the year or something, and it'll come out probably next year. Hey, I'm all excited for that. If it is, let's just for conversation purpose, let's just say they still stick to the Switch generation, but they finally released the Switch Pro, Saint, where it's like, oh, it's 4K, we got better hardware and tech. would you buy it then?
Oh, no. The thing is, now the Switch is like in a weird position where,
It is.
yes, like, okay, yeah, it still has the Switch thing, which makes it unique, but like, there's so many new handhelds that are coming out. For example, like the Steam Deck is like fucking hitting hard. So
That's
obviously,
yeah.
it's much bigger, right? And it's a lot more uncomfortable to carry around, from what I've heard. But like, it's kind of presenting a challenge to the Switch, where it's like,
Yeah.
bro, like, look at this insane amount of hardware that like just can run a Steam game, which in and of itself is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So, in a small package, yet you still struggle to make like a me. Like,
Yeah.
like what are we doing? So like, I would definitely, like, Stardew Valley is like peak Switch. Like,
Yeah.
it's. And I'm just giving the Switch shit. I think it's a cool console. I just think that it's a shame that
It's
they haven't
behind.
upgraded
It
It's
is.
behind. But when they do it, I definitely consider it. Like, I definitely think about it. And like, if there's enough games for me to think that I would like to get a Switch, I would get a Switch.
I could convince you on that. But yeah, I get what you're
So,
coming
yeah.
from. Well,
Yeah,
this is what I was saying. Before the Steam Deck came out, I would always tell myself, I'd be like, you know what? If I just had the Switch and a PC, I'd be set. Because Xbox and PlayStation games are coming out to PC, you know, so it's like, and then everything else on Steam. But there's never Nintendo games, you know. It's always Nintendo doesn't give two fucks about, you know, multi-platform. So and playing things on handheld with like first party Nintendo games or whatever games, right? And being able to switch from big screen to not big screen handheld, it's fucking great. You know, I could just there's nothing more chill than kicking back, putting on some anime shit on TV, and then I'm playing my Switch at the same time, like Pokemon. I'm just like, this is so cool. It reminds me of being a kid when I used to play a Game Boy, you know?
Yeah.
That's why, but that's before the Steam Deck came out. Now it's like, yeah, why would I have a Switch when handheld is taken care of by PC, you know, by Valve? So I can understand that sentiment. But I hope Nintendo does come out with a new console sooner or later. But Tears of the Kingdom, like I said before, Nintendo is taking their time with it for a reason. It's been delayed a few times, just like Breath of the Wild was. So I know it's going to be great. I have that much confidence in Nintendo because at least they're never behind on their games like greatness, their first party games. They always break records. They always sell like a bazillion copies.
Yeah, it's rare to hear a Nintendo game doing not so great, which is usually that super, like, the one that's like the soccer game.
Oh, besides Mario
I was gonna say
Strikers.
football, but then I realized that it would be.
Elder Football,
too
yeah.
epic.
Mario Strikers wasn't that great on the Switch, but
But otherwise, like, all of them, like Super Smash Bros. Is super good.
yeah, you know, you get the Marios, the Zeldas, you get the Smash Brothers, you get the Animal Crossings, and you know, the Metroids.
Yeah, all those main games are usually pretty top tier.
Yeah.
Usually.
And people, no matter what, people will spend a dime a dozen on it. So anyway, that's my number 4, not in any order, is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which comes out in May. And then Hogwarts Legacy, we forgot to mention, comes out next month. It's going to be great. Okay, Saint, your turn.
Damn. Okay, this game, I think, man, this is gonna be a lot less. For some people, I feel like it's gonna be a lot less of one of those titles.
Okay.
But
It's going to
The
be...
Wolf Among Us 2
Oh,
is
shit.
coming out this year. Not to be disclosed as to when this year. Hopefully, it stays this year. But
Okay, yeah, okay.
if that ends up being the case, man,
Yeah.
I would love to get back into that. I would
Is
love
that
to.
where the wolf comes from in your name? Was it originally inspired from that game?
Definitely. No.
Oh no, okay. It
I just
could have been good.
I really like wolves, so it's unsurprising that one of the one of the games I chose was the Wolf Among Us, but
Yeah.
no, it comes from an African word that means she-wolf.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me this. Okay, so the excitement about Wolf Among Us 2.
Dude, it has not, like, that shit came out so long ago.
Yeah. I
Because,
know.
like, the thing is, it was a Telltale game. So, like, Telltale went, they had a rough couple of years.
Oh yeah.
And then they finally got, like, this game got picked up again by, I think, the new owners.
Yeah.
and they're trying to like, and they're trying to bring the franchise back, and they were working on it, but then they had their little internal shit going on.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yep.
The Wolf Among Us, I think the original one came out when the PS3 was a thing. So like, keep that in mind. It's been a hot minute since the original Wolf Among Us came out. Let me see.
No, I'm gonna look. No, let me look. Oh my God, 2013. Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's insane. That
10
was a
years.
whole decade ago.
Oh my
So I'm
God.
thrilled. This is like my avatar of video games where I just waited way too long for it. It's just good. I love that. I love the whole premise of putting like Fable type characters
I'm with you there.
into an adult or like realistic setting. I think that's so
Yeah.
cool. Because like I
It's your Brothers Grimm's tales, or those stories in a cool telltale settings like that, and they did a great job. It's probably besides The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us is probably their best work from that company. One of the best works.
Yeah, it's insane, and I'm really excited for it. Just because of that, I get to see more of Bigsby or Bigby. I forget if it's Bigsby or Bigby, but
I think it's Bigsby.
Bigsby, and then Snow White, and then
Yeah,
it's just cool. It's just freaking cool. Okay, I don't like.
It
Oh
is.
my god! Oh, the Sleeping Beauty. Oh, let's hold your hand. No, I like them saying "fuck you." I love that.
Well, yeah, I like the dark twist to it. That's why I like the those Alice games that
Okay, yeah.
kind of like
Really.
that. It's like the cool twist to it, the darker setting and all that. I like that a lot. And people do like that because people are sick of the Disneyfied versions. Because fuck Disney.
Yeah.
Despite the great movies they release, but fuck Disney as a company. People really like seeing the spookier side, the more bloody and grotesque side, and adult version.
Yeah, because I also feel like it just makes the characters or whatever stories you have going on kind of like grow
Relatable?
with you.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. Like, for example, if Crash Bandicoot, let's say it stopped being like a kid's game and then out of nowhere it just became like this fucking like shooter or something.
Fuck you!
I'd be thrilled. I would be thrilled to buy that. I would be making the line at GameStop just like the old fashioned days. I'd go to GameStop and get a collector's edition. I'd be stoked.
You would change your profile from a profile pic from a wolf to a bandicoot.
Exactly. That is how big that would be. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I'm just excited about it.
You know what? That's a good reminder because the game is gonna be that is a big release if it does come out this year. So hey, that was a good choice. I like that. That was one of the only Telltale games I've ever beaten, and I had a thoroughly good time with it as well. All right. On to the next one. All right, you ready, Saint, for this one? It's going to be RE4 Remake. How do you feel about my choice?
Just describe. Oh,
Okay, I like how the mic cuts out every so often, but it's we're live. Who cares? So, okay, what was your initial reaction?
oh. That was my original. That was my wait. That was my reaction. Oh.
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 Look, I get it. We live in an era where remakes and remasters and whatever is the fucking thing to do. In my honest opinion, I don't think the game needs a remake. I think RE4 is fine the way it is. I think it's aged well, whatever. But I think Capcom, I have faith in them. I did like RE3 Remake. I did like RE2 Remake. And it's the same team that's working on RE4 Remake it's the same team that did RE2 Remake. So I'm excited for it. The only thing that I am worried about is if they keep the same cheesy humor as they put in RE4 Classic. Because if they take that out of the game, I won't like it as much because that's what gave it more of like a, I don't know, more warmth to it, if that makes sense. More, like it knew not to take itself way too serious, right? Because it's like, oh, zombie game, but the stupid jokes with Leon that he says.
Balances out. Just kind of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never played the Resident Evil games because I am not a good horror game player. I suck at it because I just get freaked out, and then when I get scared, I get annoyed and I get angry. So it just ruins my experience. So that's why I just avoid them. but I know that they're really good. But isn't like, from my understanding, it's a pretty recent one. So it's like
RE4?
it's not. Yeah, like it's not that necessary to remake.
Well,
As you said, like it's not super
it's
like
it's it's been
old.
over 10 years, I would say.
Damn.
I think the game came out in 2003, 2004.
Oh, then 10 years? That's been 20 years. No, then yeah. I think, no, never mind. No, take it back. Yeah, remake that shit. Take it back. I just like when games come back to like a more modern audience because I feel like we're just. I know remakes are kind of like the thing to do, as you said. Like it's
Yeah.
just the popular thing to do when you have nothing else
Yeah.
original to make. But I also feel like it's a good thing because like a lot of different people that maybe didn't get to experience that or are used to this Fortnite, PUBG, Warzone bullshit, and that's all they play. I think it's mind you, there's people that make a ton of money doing that, and that's cool. But like, I also feel like in gaming, like there's so many other experiences you can have that it's a shame that if you just stick to one specific genre. I think it's cool that they bring that out again, so that other people in another audience could be like, oh, you know, I've heard this game was really good. This oldie. They're gonna see it as an oldie, but like, hey, yeah, this old game, like, oh, that's cool. Let's try it out. You know, and it kind of revives the franchise a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it's worth it, and it's probably gonna be something a lot of fans are gonna enjoy.
Yeah. Well, they look to be putting a lot of work into it, and it looks to be trying to retain what the original brought, which is, it's pretty hard to do.
Better than Netflix.
Yeah, pretty much. So, am I going to buy it day one? Probably not, because horror games, they go cheap really quick, despite how good they can be. They get discounted like nobody's business. Especially a Capcom game, they always discount them like 20% off right before they come out anyway, so it's like, all right, so what's this game truly worth? I don't know. But Resident Evil 4 was always my favorite Resident Evil game. And as I mentioned before, I love I like the remakes of 2 and 3. And who knows, Saint, maybe this will be the game that brings you into the horror genre, is RE4 remake. It's going to be pretty sick, because it looks dope.
I doubt it.
But,
I like peace, and yeah, that's something horror does not offer me. So I will observe you guys enjoy it from afar and be happy for you from a distance, away from the screen.
Yeah.
And the experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my God, is he alive? Oh my God, you're like holding your face. Like, oh my God, is he alive?
It's not even the alive. It's like the stupid jump scares, bro, and the eerie music. That shit pisses me off. Because then I get scared. Because I know it's coming, but I still get scared.
I get scared.
It's so annoyed. I'm really easily startled, and it's annoying, and it happens a lot at
Well,
work.
here's the thing. Jump scares are cheap thrills. If you can make a horror game that doesn't have as many, and it's just atmospheric and spooky and body horror stuff, keeps you scared, and that's good in my book. But yeah, I don't like jump scares that much either. I don't think anybody really likes jump scares. There's only a few times in horror games where they can do it right, but yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. So that's yeah, I hope it does well. Duh. It looks great. I like Leon's one of my favorite Resident Evil characters, and as you mentioned before, yeah, companies these days running out of ideas, making remakes, but at least Capcom's making a sequel to a good game that I enjoyed, was Dragon's Dogma, so I'm excited about that. They're also making a dinosaur horde mode game that's coming out called like Exo Primal. You should probably check that out if you like dinosaurs or something.
Like dinosaurs. Okay.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake. Ooh, I know a friend who bought the collector's edition as soon as it was announced. It's like $200 fucking dollars.
I can't even judge the person, man. Cause like honestly, I got the I got the Legendary Edition, Collector's Edition, and I spent money on the little license plate frame.
Yeah,
and
so
now
did I.
I spent money on the Yara. I also got her as a statue, and now I got the Carniflex gun. That's like framed.
Oh, that's cool.
I got that too, and I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. So, yes, I am with your friend in spending money on dumb shit.
Well, it's if you like something, why not? All right, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say about it. like I said, I hope it retains the cheesy Leon jokes and the same horror feeling it gave me when I first played it back on the GameCube. So yeah, best of luck. All right, your turn.
All right. The other game I'm excited about is it. You know what? I'm gonna mention it, and I have weird reasons as to why I'm excited about it. But it's
Okay.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Okay, cool.
I'm excited about it. I have not played. I have not even played the first one of these games. But the only reason I'm genuinely excited about it is because A, it looks cool. B, it's one of the few EA games in recent times, like the Star Wars Jedi thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the few single players that were left alone and actually did well.
Yeah.
And I feel like it helped EA kind of like be like, okay, we should probably leave them alone and start doing some single player, some stuff. So
Yep.
excited because I think that if it does well, it's also gonna help other games do well and like not go the whole like monetizable route. And it just looks cool, man. Like just bringing Star Wars to like a Souls-like experience is the most insane shit ever, and I think that's super cool.
Yeah. I played the game when it came out. I don't remember if I got it day one or I waited for a sale, but I did play it. I played all the way through. I only did one playthrough of it. Um, it was fun, 20 plus 20 25 hour game. Good enough length, you know. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so pretty much your reasoning behind it on getting excited for Remedy Studios, who's known for Apex and Titanfall. These guys are Star Wars fans too. Make a single player experience. Had all the creative freedom. No multiplayer. No live service bullshit. Just games that reminded of the olden days, where just straight up single player. And they did a bang up job. I had a great time playing it. And guess what? They're getting a sequel because the game did well. People really liked it, and they love Star Wars. And this is around a time where Star Wars was just falling apart because the sequel movies to me sucked giant balls. There was a lot of crappy side movies. The Mandalorian was okay, was great, not okay. I really liked it, but Star Wars was like, and the books weren't that great. And I've seen some of the books, and I even tried reading one of them. I just couldn't do it. With all the post, this is like post Disney, right? Or
Yeah.
post Lucas, post Lucas era. So when this game comes out, it's a breath of fresh fucking air. And as a Star Wars fan, like I said, it was awesome. I liked all the places you go to. The Dark Souls twist to it was cool. And like I said, like you said, having a spin on that like that is pretty cool. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
And
Also,
then, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, the sequel. I saw the trailer. It's more open world. You get mounts and stuff, and it looks like there's more budget behind it now because it did so well the first time around, which is awesome. It's great.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I think it's really cool that they're really trying to focus more on single player because I feel like some stories and Star Wars being included in that kind of stories, like I don't think they're truly explored in the way they're supposed to
No,
when you put
nope.
them in a multiplayer setting. Like it's just not it because multiplayer is more like it's something to have fun, but not something to ponder about or something to actually think about the world or whatever. You're just
Well,
there, you know.
you're describing Battlefront 2, which was the most heinous of
Yeah.
all games ever made, and I played that game over like 50 hours online. It was fun, and then I played campaign. The campaign sucked.
Trash.
It was awful. It was not a good
So-
it was not a good Star Wars story, and nobody should ever count it.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like Star Wars is one of those franchises that has. I have just watched the first Star Wars and some of the latest ones. Based on the first one, I'm not a big fan. I'm still gonna do the other two because I just feel like it's culture at this point to watch the movies. But I do feel like they've just been done dirty, you know. Like I feel like it's been really on and off with what Star Wars franchising is all about. Because I feel like
don't even get me
either it goes
started.
really well or it just goes like just trash, and there's no in between.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that at least there's something that's coming out Star Wars related that is actually like fans are probably going to be really excited about. So that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just excited about it just for A, other people, and B, the future of this company that owns BioWare, and I want BioWare to go that way too.
Oh, don't we all? Don't we all?
We all, honestly.
All right, yeah. So Jedi Survivor, that's a good pick. I really hope it does well, and I like the main character. They made him more masculine and beefy looking in this game. And in the first one, I get it. It's starting out as an adventure. He's not going to be like Marcus from years. Yeah. He looks like a fucking e-boy. Now he looks like a pro wrestler, big roided type guy.
Yeah, he does, dude. He looks like all manly and shit. I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, go for gingers. Yeah.
Go gingers.
Ginger Jedis.
First podcast in the world. First show in the world, you're going to hear people say, go gingers.
Yeah, go gingers. I have a ginger beard. Anyway, okay, that's a good pick. All right, we're going to try to make this quick, okay, for these last two picks, since we're kind of running out of time here. This one's a bit controversial for many reasons, because it's Blizzard, is Diablo 4, which comes out in June. Oh, shit. Jedi Survivor, I think, comes out in, March?
Something like that.
Anyway, I'll look that up while I'm saying it. So, yeah, Diablo 4 is my fourth pick, because, listen, this is my last straw with Blizzard. If they fuck up my Diablo franchise, I mean, they already had with Diablo Immortal and Diablo 3, and I do have a cell phone. But if they fuck it up with Diablo 4, that's it. I'm totally done, because Blizzard has sucked balls with Overwatch 2, with Warcraft. Who fucking cares about World of Warcraft? But they fucked up the remake of Warcraft 3. And then all this other crap, all the unions and sexual allegations. Their whole company is just falling apart. Plus the whole Microsoft buying out Blizzard thing. Oh, so it does come out in March, Jedi Survivor. Okay, cool. So Diablo 4 has been a game in development since 2018. It's going to be 4 years in development. I hope it comes out June 6th. I love Diablo. I'm playing Diablo 2 Remastered, Resurrected. Kind of like they pulled a Mass Effect 1 with Legendary Edition. It's like in between a remake and a remaster, and that's what D2R kind of looks like,
Damn, okay.
So it's still the core game that you remember, with a nice coat of paint on it and quality of life stuff. And anyway, so D4, if you looked at it, the art design looks great, the sound design, it looks to be a fun game. There's a lot of, like I said, behind the scenes crap with Blizzard itself. I just like that world. I like action RPGs, and really just Diablo is the only action RPG I'll ever play. My brothers and I are both, all three of us are going to get the game and play together, so it's going to be a good time. I'm excited about it. And like I said, this is the last fucking straw with Blizzard. They already fucked up Diablo with Diablo Immortal and D3. If they fuck up with D4, 3 strikes, you're out with me. That's it. All right, next one, your turn.
Actually, I had one that just changed because I just realized it.
Okay.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh shit! That's my last pick. Wow!
Fuck you and your pick. I'm doing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know. Excited, dude. I read about Baldur's Gate and the whole BioWare book thing because I have it. So I was reading about it and I was like, all right, I wanted to try it out. And then I was like, I'm also too lazy and I've become too much of a stupid snob, and I'm sorry because I know I could perfectly play the older games and that's fine.
No.
But I've been lazy and I don't want to play the older games. And then I saw Baldur's Gate 3 that they've been working on, and it has some cool relationships and shit. And I'm like, damn. Okay, I want to give that a shot.
Let me tell you something, Saint. Baldur's Gate 3, I have over 100 hours in it from the early access I've got in 2020. 2020 when it came out? Yeah. This game be dope. Wait, was it 2020 or 2021 when early access? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This game be dope. It's a lot of fun, Saint. It's great. If you like tactical RPGs, you're going to like this game. If you like the Dungeons & Dragons universe, you'll really like this game. If you want to wait to play this one since it comes out in August and not worry about the original two from BioWare, because this is Larian Studios now, different company completely.
Yeah.
These guys, okay, let me tell you something. This is what I wish all companies would do with their big games, that they're really putting all their hard-earned money, whatever, hearts and minds behind, is they do live stream panels of them dressed up in nerdy-ass they LARP, and then they show the new shit in every update on the game or new updates coming to the early access, and they let you know they're completely transparent. on what they're able to talk about. No game developer does that. So I have faith in them because they also did Divinity Original Sin 2. Love that game. And Baldur's Gate 3, oh my god. When you play it, Saint, you're not going to be disappointed because I fell in love with this game when it first came out. And when the game actually comes out, it's going to be insane.
Character I'm going to romance. I already know. I know straight ahead what character I'm going to romance.
You're going to pick the vampire.
Which one is the vampire?
The one with silver hair.
The one with silver hair? No, I'm not going to pick the vampire.
Woo, woo, woo.
No, I pick the... I forget her name.
Which one? The human? The cleric? Shadowheart?
The human. Yes!
Shadowheart. Yeah, she's cool. So, this will remind you of old BioWare games, Saint. This will give you the choices that you want to pick, like Dragon Age or something, right? It'll give you that type of romance feeling. It'll give you that type of combat. Like I said, tactical RPG. Going around the world, making all kinds of crazy decisions, and you're in the D&D world, and it's so much fun picking your race, your class.
Cool. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it because I know it's gonna give me kind of like that feel.
I'm telling you,
it's gonna get that itch, and I'm excited for it. I haven't done the early access because I want to experience the full game.
That's not a bad idea. I stopped playing. I was like, I'm just going to wait till it comes out. I might play some of the updates because they bring new classes or new races. But we haven't even gotten to Baldur's Gate yet in the early access. Like, they are saving that for the final game because there's 3 acts in the game. There's only the first act that's available. So Act 2 is pretty much going to be Baldur's Gate, the city. And that's pretty much the heart of the story. And it's going to be fucking huge. I don't know if you saw the latest trailer, but it looks awesome. So anyway, I just can't wait. Like, that's also a game that my brothers and I are going to play together because I got them both the game, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before that. We're just waiting patiently. This is the year where we play Diablo 4 and Baldur's Gate 3 together. We're waiting patiently, and it's going to be fucking fun. So it makes me happy that you're going to get the game. That means we can play together. What? Yeah. Or if you want to play solo and carpet munch Shadowheart, it's whatever. I won't watch.
Nah, dude, yeah. I'm excited. Anyway, next game.
That was my last game.
That was your last game?
Yeah, you made it easy for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, shit. All right, cool.
All right, your last game.
All right. My last game is Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Oh, man.
This is weird because...
Because
personally really like the RPG move Assassin's Creed has made towards the RPG stuff. I think that sometimes the open world is a little too much.
Not a little, but yeah, I agree. Go ahead.
It's too much. Like, I like RPG elements, but I think that Assassin's Creed would benefit more in like a more lineal
old school with RPG.
Linear.
Yeah,
it would go better that way. So I'm glad that they're trying to go back to their roots a little bit with Mirage. And I'm excited to see what like an old style Assassin's Creed game looks nowadays because we haven't had one in forever. So I don't know. I like the setting. I'm intrigued by it. And I don't know. Let's see how that goes.
You know what?
We'll see.
Yeah, and they announced a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. I really think they should have just announced Mirage, then waited. But hey, I'm all up for them making an Assassin's Creed in Japan game, like that's called Assassin's Creed Red. That's gonna be cool. But I'm with you on that. Mirage is gonna kind of remind people of the OG because it's set in the Middle East, kind of like Assassin's Creed 1 was, or close to it, whatever. And then giving you that linear perspective again and. People are gonna really like that when you go back to your roots, and hopefully they make an interesting protagonist. Despite what people say about Desmond Miles, at least they were trying to do something with him. And then the newest protagonist, that one lady, she just sucks in like the open world games.
Yeah, she does. She's super uninteresting.
Yeah, but Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I fucking love that game. Despite how that game is huge, way too huge.
and it's so long.
It's so long,
It's
but
so fucking long.
the game,
I
I
haven't
love
finished
it though.
It's a great game. I haven't finished it. I love it, but I haven't finished it because it's so fucking long, and I need to do a bunch of stupid missions I can't do yet because my level hasn't gone up enough yet.
Yeah. And yeah,
So it's like,
yeah,
oh.
I'm a sucker for Greek mythology, big time. So I also like the RPG elements. I like how you can pick Alexios or Cassandra, male or female, which always makes me like the game that much more because of replay value and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? That whole Assassin's Creed Mirage, that's for me. Hearing that from you is straight out of left field. I didn't think you were gonna pick that game, so that's pretty cool.
See, I'm surprising you every day. No, it truly is because like I don't know. Like I like the RPG, but I also there's certain games from Assassin's Creed that I enjoyed and certain I didn't. I'm more interested in it to see how it does and to see kind of
Right?
like how it pans out.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like. I played Black Flag at the time, and I wasn't. Ironically, I was not a big fan of Black Flag. So it's like I'm trying to see. I'm on the fence about it. I'm excited to see what happens. So I'm excited to see like, oh, will they end up, sprinkling some elements here and there about what they've learned with the new stuff? Are they just gonna completely go back to roots and do the exact same shit they did before? Like, I'm excited to see what they come out with. So I'm intrigued. Intrigued. That's the word.
Yeah.
12 games they have made. This is number 13. That is insane.
I wish they would.
Like,
I wish they would fucking stop. I did an
Fucking
episode.
stop!
I did an episode called "Video Game Franchises Must Die," and I pretty much listed Pokemon, Zelda, Assassin's Creed. All the ones. Final Fantasy. As big as fans as I am with those, I want them to just stop. There's been. Listen, we've got it. We get it. No more. I know. Don't fix what isn't broken. This is your bread and butter. But fuck, please, try to replace Mario with something else.
Dude, yeah, Mario's Mario. Oh my god. I have said this is the reason. See, these are the reasons why I don't have a fucking Switch. Mario, I get it. I get it.
I get that,
like,
motherfucker. Yeah.
Jeez, dude, let him go.
Yeah.
Like, or at least get him to get older and die or some shit like that. But it's the same middle-aged plumber from like 1990 something. So it's the same fucking thing.
The 80s Saint.
It's 80s, bro. Like, why?
Yeah, now
Just
Chris
let
Pratt.
him go.
Now Chris Pratt's playing Mario. How do you feel about that?
I think it's funny that a Japanese company that made an Italian Italian character
Yeah.
now has an American
Yeah.
actor. None of that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
None of it does, but it's alright. Mario didn't make any sense anyway when he first came out, so.
No, none of it's one giant Miyamoto acid trip.
Literally.
At least
plumber that rescues princess in a castle multiple times because apparently she's lost.
Gets big from mushrooms, steps on turtles and Goombas. Yeah. At least Miyamoto.
Turtles.
Yeah, at least with Miyamoto on Zelda, it was supposed to reflect like his childhood and him playing outside, in the yard, pretending to be a hero. That made sense. Like that's obvious, but Mario's like, what the fuck? That's like his dreamscape, his subconscious mind. But hey,
it really is.
Okay, so great picks, I think. So we'll go down the list again. I'll go first. I picked Hogwarts Legacy, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Diablo 4, RE4 Remake, and Baldur's Gate 3. Those are my 5 I'm excited about.
My Assassin's Creed Mirage, Hogwarts Legacy, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Baldur's Gate, The Wolf Among Us 2, and Baldur's Gate replaced Forspoken.
Oh yeah, you made the right choice. So I like how we have 2 choices that are the same. That's awesome. But you see, Jedi Survivor, Wolf Among Us, and Assassin's Creed Mirage, I am curious about them. I do like those games. So maybe one day I know for a fact down the line I'm gonna get Jedi Survivor when it's pretty cheap. Same thing with Wolf Among Us 2 and Assassin's Creed Mirage. Like those games will be cheap in no time. So, but they are games I want to try out.
I got Jedi Fallen Order for like $7.
Yeah, and it's a great game. At least I thought so. So anyway, these are just a few of just 5 out of however many 2023 releases are coming out. And there's a ton of big games coming out this year. So maybe you have some that you want to get as well. Maybe we listed some of them. If so, let us know down in the comments below. And if you're listening or watching Spotify or YouTube, I appreciate it. Saint and I are glad that we're doing this again. It's been a while since we've done something together, and it's been a long ass time since I've done anything live on this channel. Even if it feels like it's dead in the water, whatever. Saint brings the fun energy to the plate. So Saint, appreciate it. So right before we leave, where can people find you again?
YouTube, Discord, Saintwolvinn, Twitter, Saintwolvinn, Instagram, Saintwolvinn, Twitch. Oh, yes, Saintwolvinn.
Oh, wow.
Everything's the same. You only need to remember one name and just look me wherever. And be there.
Easy peasy.
Mostly YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, and if you guys like to see Saint and I do something else for the Niko show, because like I said, Saint used to be on the channel quite frequently. She was pretty much my roommate in the channel for quite some time when Mass Effect was a big deal. But hey, when Mass Effect starts becoming even more relevant, when
I'll come back.
Or she'll come back. I'll have a sleeping bag waiting for her or some shit.
Yes, we will need to speak of that.
Of the bag.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll wear my Commander Shepard helmet because I'm the only one brave enough to do it.
I'll bring my gun.
Yeah, you do have a Mass Effect gun. Oh shit. I'll bring my fucking gun. So anyway, folks. This has been, loaded, safety off. This has been the Niko Show. I've been your host, Niko. Fanfare for all, and thank you, Saint, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And one day I'll show you my Omni Blade.